On $6.5 billion has been accrued from crude oil revenue in 10 years. Eben Agyekum-Boateng has been finding out how the money has been spent.
It was depreciating year on year before we found oil. 10 years on from oil, our city is still depreciating year on year. We had huge infrastructure deficit. Has all our infrastructure deficit been solved? No. We've not been able to help ourselves by building all the things that we need. Have Ghanaians today say that they've benefited in terms of the local content in the oil and gas sector?
Ghana's first crude oil in 2011 was sent to Sun International, a subsidiary of U.S. refiner Sunoco. The 995,259 barrels of crude lifted by the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation from the Jubilee fields raked in some $110 million from its sale. What is interesting is that Ghana's oil money was mortgaged against loans before oil money started coming in. Kojopoku is the executive director of the Institute for Energy Policy and Research.
In first quarter 2016, our total oil revenue was less than the interest that we were paying on the loans that we have taken. So we actually spent away the money before it came. That is why it's difficult to be able to pinpoint to the exact infrastructure that you can say that, oh, the oil revenue was used to do this.
PIAC, ASEP, and IES are of the view there is nothing tangible to point to in terms of projects from the $6.5 billion oil revenue accrued in the past 10 years.
I think Ghana gas infrastructure with the pipelines is one of the things that you can probably go ahead and say that, look, we built that from our oil revenue.
Most of these funds have been invested into the free senior high school. If you were to, couch free senior high school as a project on its own, you would say it's part of this monumental project or legacy project.
A consultant at Center for Extractive Development Africa, Samuel Bequin, was worried oil revenue has been spread thinly across many projects, leading to delays, cost overruns, and reducing their impact.
When it comes to whether the money has been invested well or not, I think there is something that we could all see, that out of the 6.5 billion that have been said by PIAC, we believe that it could have been better managed than what we are seeing today. Over the years, we had spread it so thinly that at some point, some project that started never get continual funding from the oil money.
If we had kept all our oil revenue for 10 years, okay, and we have gotten 6.5 billion in the bank today, imagine what we could do with it. Because what that means is that you would have the money in the bank. When you give out contracts, you can pay within a specific time. There are no overruns, there are no delay in projects, and the cost doesn't inflate. So, and again, it's your money in the bank that you are using. Interest payments will not have come in.
He blamed the existing public financial system for the difficulty in implementing projects.
Any amount of money, whether from oil or minerals, going through a system that is already shaky would definitely not yield the right, result or the right development that we want from the use of these monies. So I would not blame the oil money. I would rather blame the system through which the oil revenues are spent.
A petrochemical engineer, Dr. Yusuf Sulemana, noted the major challenge in the decade of Ghana lifting oil in commercial quantities is the delay in linking the upstream and the downstream sectors to reduced and stabilized prices at the local pumps. He also noted the slow pace in linking the petroleum and power sectors.
When we do that, I think it's going to help to optimize our oil production in the upstream side and to also help to catalyze our industrialization, because it will end up ensuring that we are able to generate power at competitive rates.
Could we have put measures in place in 2007, coming into 2011 when we had first oil, to refine our own? At that time, we didn't have the resources to build a new refinery, and we didn't have the resources to upgrade the refinery to be able to do what it needed to do, i.e. refine our own oil. We missed the boat, and 10 years down the line, we are suffering for it.
When Ghana struck oil in commercial quantities in 2007 and 2010, The then President John Agyekum-Kufuor proclaimed in 2007, even without oil we are doing well. With oil as a shot in the arm, we are going to fly. 10 years of selling crude oil. Is Ghana flying? Eben Agyekum-Boateng, TV3, Accra.